हाय गाइस, गुड इवनिंग एंड वेलकम टू ग्रेडअप। नमस्कार, मैं आपका फिर से एक बार ग्रेडअप में स्वागत करता हूं। आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू आर डूइंग वेल, ऑल ऑफ यू आर सेफ एंड स्टेइंग indoors. I hope that many of you have also registered for the vaccine. So I really hope that all of you are doing absolutely fine. We are back with the next video in this important term series. As you know, इस series में from Monday to Friday at 7:30 p.m. I come online to discuss one important term related to the UPSC examination. Today we have taken up one of the most significant and one of the most important schemes of the government, that is the Jal Jeevan Mission. As you know, the government that is in play right now has been giving a lot of focus, especially on the rural development, especially on the development in the field of water, accessibility to clean drinking water. These are the kind of things that we have been seeing from the government. Keeping that in mind, the one scheme that has been covered very extensively by the current affairs, magazines, etc., and from which you can ask questions, you can expect questions, is the Jal Jeevan Mission. In very simple terms, the Jal Jeevan Mission is a mission mode scheme under which the government expects to give a piped drinking water to every rural household. This is the government's mission that by 2024, every rural household in the country will get access to piped drinking water. This is the government's aim under this mission. This is the basic headline, and now let's go into detail of it. Good evening to everyone, those who have joined in on this live session at YouTube. Hello, Vishalakshi. Please do like this session. Subscribe to the Gradeup IAS YouTube channel if you have not done so till now, and do leave a comment about whatever questions that you might have. As I said, it is about providing safe and adequate drinking water to individual household tap through by 2024. Now, you would have thought that these kind of schemes were introduced earlier on also, but now, earlier the schemes that were introduced were to give pipe drinking water in every village. But now this scheme is about to give piped drinking water to every rural household by 2024. So this will also include recharging, reuse of water, water conservation, water harvesting, because water is not one of those resources which are available in unlimited quantity. It is not endless right now. So we have to make sure that we use it judiciously, we make sure that it is conserved and it is harvested for everyone's benefit. The Jal Jeevan Mission is also about including the entire community in the rural areas to raise awareness about the importance of water and water resources, to make sure that people understand the importance of water, to make sure that people understand why to conserve it, and that is how this plan will go ahead. It was in the Union Budget 2019-20. As I said, it was about piped water supply to all rural households by 2024. This will converge the other similar government scheme, that is the center and the state government schemes. It will also focus on creation of infrastructure for rainwater harvesting and many other things under it. Now, the union government basically started this rural water program in various forms back in 1972. Since then, many governments have come, many schemes have been launched with one single purpose: to connect the rural part of India with a piped and dependable water supply that is reliable. Before this, we have had many governments that run schemes, for example, accelerated rural water supply program to enable that every household would get adequate water within the premise. Within the premise, now it doesn't talk about having a tap. It just says within the premises anyhow. Also, the Sustainable Development Goal, the SDG of the UN, also say by 2030 we have to make sure that rural households get water supply. At present, about 81% of rural households have access to drinking water. 57% out of them have access to piped water supply through public standpoint. So they have access to water, but again they have to go outside. They have to make sure that they stand in a line in a community, and then only they can get water. Only 18% right now have piped water supply. Only 18%. And this is what the government plans to change. The Jal Jeevan Mission has subsumed many other schemes. So they have combined many schemes. such as National Rural Drinking Water Program. They will provide functional household tap connection to every rural household. That is, Har Ghar Nal Se Jal. This is the tagline. Har Ghar Nal Se Jal by 2024. It will provide rural household and urban household pipe water supply. It talks about supply of at least 55 liters of water per person per day to every household. Not unlimited supply, but at least 55 liters per person per day. The government allocated 3.6 lakh crore for this scheme in the 2020 budget. This is the goal, Har Ghar Nal Se Jal. The focus area, as I said again, is not just to bring water by pipe, it is also to build enough infrastructure so that water can be harvested. It is also about raising awareness amongst the people so that they can also take part, because government alone will not be able to make it a success. For example, government can make a piped water supply, but unless the people understand they have to save water, they have to conserve water, unless the people understand that the infrastructure has to be maintained, it will never be a success. So the Jal Jeevan Mission is also about making sure that people understand their importance. As you know, the 73rd Amendment Act, that is a Panchayat law, introduced the 11th schedule, and it placed drinking water under the panchayats. So panchayats were the ones who were asked that you would be responsible for drinking water facilities. However, they have not been given this power in most of the states. You can take a screenshot and read these notes, read these particular facts. All about 6 lakh villages in India have been declared as open defecation free by the Jal Shakti Ministry. Now the funding which requires, so this program obviously requires a lot of funding. About 90% will be given by central government, 10% by the states for Himalayan and northeastern states, 50-50 for the other states, and 100% funding will be given by the central government for the union territory. As I said, it will cover the other schemes also regarding water supply management in the country. These are the different institutions that will be looking into it. At the village level, we have Village Water Sanitation Committee. Same at the district level, state level, and at the center level. So the National Jal Jeevan Mission will be looking at the program from the central government level. But there are different committees and authorities being established at every single level, from village up till the central government level. Every village will have to prepare a village action plan which will talk about water sources and the maintenance of water sources, water supply, and grayscale, that is domestic wastewater management. How will you reuse and how will you make sure the water in the household is wasted as little as possible? Now, India, as you know, is about world's 16% population, but hardly 4% of freshwater resources, and that is why there are many cities in India that are going through a severe water crisis. You know, last year, Chennai had a severe water crisis. People were asked to work from home because there were no water. We have to send water by trains to many places across the country. So there are a lot of challenges about potable drinking water. They are depleting. The groundwater supply level is depleting. There is over exploitation of water everywhere. There is an urgent requirement for water conservation in the country because of the decreasing amount of groundwater level. This Jal Jeevan Mission will focus on this demand and supply at the local level. It is a time-bound scheme. As you know, that mission has to be accomplished by 2024. Priority will be given to cover water quality also. No expenditure as such as electricity, salary of regular staff, etc. will be allowed from the central share. So that will be done by the state government. The state government also has to ensure that all the infrastructure that is built is maintained, and they have to make sure that other schemes such as Manrega, etc. are used so that infrastructure is built under this scheme. The community will be rewarded 10% of the capital expenditure in case the community performs well and they take part in this government program. This program will be monitored by the Global Competitive Index, that is GCI, that will talk about whether the government policies are implemented well on the ground or not, whether it is a success or not. It includes exposure to unsafe drinking water, so there will be a reporting on whether the drinking water is safe or unsafe, whether there is any risk involved. It will also talk about reliability of water supply, whether the water that is being supplied from the tap is reliable, whether the people can expect water at a certain time, or whether these is just random. We will also have geotagging of assets. So whatever infrastructure that is being built, it will be geotagged. Government will know the location so that the government can keep a track and maintain it and it is not harmed. There will be a real-time dashboard to monitor every progress that is made, number of functional tap connections that are provided so far, number of taps that are provided before 2024, total number of functional taps. All that data would be in the public domain. Anyone can check it. It will also include water quality monitoring and surveillance to ensure that water quality remains perfect. Now, one of the other reasons why this is needed, apart from the fact that there is not much accessibility to water in rural areas, is because water is behind a lot of diseases. Not having access to safe drinking water is one of the reasons behind a lot of diseases in India. So that has to be cut down, like diarrhea, etc. It is all because of unsafe drinking water. Women especially have to suffer because of that, so it will be a great help to women and their health. A large number of girls have to drop out of schools because there is no proper water supply. So all that will be taken care of. This was it about the Jal Jeevan Mission. This is the only thing that you need to remember what we just discussed. Remember that the IAS exam 2021 is coming very near, and you can still avail, by sitting at your home, you can avail 55% off on Gradeup Super subscription. Use the code SAFE55 and make sure your preparation queries on from your home. Lockdown में भी घर से तैयारी करते रहिए on Gradeup Super subscription. These are all the different courses that are running, which you can join with just one single Gradeup Super subscription. Ensure that the sale is not very long, it's just for a couple of days, so make sure you take advantage. आप 3 महीने, 6 महीने, 9 महीने या 2 साल का प्लान खरीद सकते हैं, whatever you prefer. And एक बार प्लान खरीदने पे you will get access to all the courses जो भी UPSC कैटेगरी में चल रहे हैं, स्टडी प्लान, बेस्ट फैकल्टी, मॉक टेस्ट एंड लॉट मोर. ये फैकल्टी मेंबर्स हैं. This is me, Harshmeet Singh. I've given 2 interviews of IAS examinations. There are many other teachers who have given interviews and have guided thousands of students in the past. हम टेलीग्राम पर भी हैं. वी आर ऑन टेलीग्राम ऐप. सर्च फॉर ग्रेडअप IAS प्रिपरेशन चैनल. ज्वाइन द चैनल जहाँ पे हम रोज स्टडी मटेरियल और शॉर्ट नोट्स अपडेट करते हैं. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग. कल फिर से हम मिलते हैं 7:30 बजे शाम को ऑन यूट्यूब विद द नेक्स्ट क्लास. टिल देन, बाय बाय गाइस. टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ.